Hey guys, how you doing? This is Isamu here, and I got Paul right here. How's it going, Paul?
Pretty good, brother. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, brother.
You know, I went to this is to get started. I went to a conference this Saturday. It was an all-day conference, and it had to do with Graham Cook. And Graham Cook, if you don't know him, he's kind of, I guess he would be probably prophetic or just a speaker on different things of the Lord. And what he talked about today was community, and how important that was.
Wow.
And how we need to get back to being involved in the community, that we should come together as people, because we can't depend on governments or institutions or anything else, and we need to stop helping one another. And he says, you know, what it is a lot of the Christian faith, or not all the Christian faith, but there's a lot out there, they're not seeing that, and they just see it as well, that's somebody else's problem. But the people should pull themselves up by their bootstraps and move on. And what he's saying, no, we need to help one another out. And I think it's really important that we do this, brother. And the reason why is because if we do that, I think we're going to bring that community back. Remember, like I don't know if anybody remembers the Mayberry RFD and all those days and stuff like the 50s. They came together as a community. And they worked together. And somewhere along the way we lost that, brother. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's right, we did.
And you know, one of the things I got from that conference was this, and I thought it was kind of cool. And this is what should define us as people is the nature of God, His goodness and kindness. We focus too much on ourselves and not enough of what Jesus did on the cross. For you and I. And what I mean by that, I mean, we get caught up in our circumstances, but like, let's say we need help maybe with our finances or stuff. We start thinking, okay, oh man, I got to meet this bill at a certain time, and I don't have the funds like this, and I might get laid off tomorrow, and all these ifs.
That's right.
And we're concerned about tomorrow, but doesn't Jesus tell us to be concerned about today? For tomorrow has its own problems.
That's right.
And I think what we do is we get so concentrated on that, on our problem and ourselves. What we should do is concentrate on what Jesus did for us. When He said it was finished on the cross, He even meant your finances today. He even meant the job for you tomorrow. He even meant for all your needs that you had in your life. It doesn't mean that He wants you to just sit around, okay, God, just go ahead and bless me. I'll sit here on my couch. I'll be a couch potato. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that all that worry all that time you put into worrying about your problem, just think if you put all that worry on His cross, on His shoulders, and believe that He's going to take care of you. Go about doing what you have to do, but trust in Him and not on your problem. We focus too much on our problem and not enough on Him, especially what He did on the cross. I mean, what do you feel about that, brother?
I think you're right, brother. I think what it is I think a lot of people, the problem right now we definitely having is that there is no community, and you need a community. I think, like you said, that back in the Annie Griffin, you know, the Mayberry thing,
40s, 30s,
there was
20s.
The whole town that everybody knew each other. So when somebody had a problem, they all came together and helped each other and stuff like that. But I think you're right. A lot of problem right now in the churches is that they don't have that. They're so into like growing mega churches, you know, and it's like somebody's ministry. It's not like this is, you know, what we're about. You know, we're too busy about trying to reach the lost, but we forget our flock. You know. And a lot of people leave the church because, you know, they go into different religions because they're looking for love and they're looking for help and they can't find help. You know, we're so into like going and sending people to foreign missions and stuff like that, but we've got home. We got some work here. You know what I mean?
I'm going to probably shock some people I'm about to say. Sometimes I feel you can't tell the difference between a Christian and a non-Christian.
Oh, that's right.
You're in a church. You're going on a Sunday.
Wow.
You're learning the Word.
That's right.
You're talking to people and you're involved in ministries.
Oh.
But you go outside and another person from the outside looks at you and they can't tell whether you're a Christian or not.
That's right.
And that's sad.
That is.
I mean, if that's the case, then why even go to church? Why be involved in anything having to do with the Lord? If somebody can't see that change in your life, or see something that's where say, I'd like to have a part of what he has in his life, because he loves the Lord and the Lord's blessing him.
That's right.
Or her.
That's right.
I just think, brother, that like that community is so important. It's so important to have a community because you need to rely on one another.
That's
and
right.
God put us down here. In Jesus' days, they had communities.
That's right.
And somewhere along I think it's from the 70s, brother, until now, it was lost. I remember my parents living in suburbs of California, having all the nice things and paying the homeowners dues and all that stuff that you normally do. But the neighbor next door was into their own thing. That's all they were into, unless they cut their grass and said, hello, and that was it. And they go back to work, and that's all it consisted of. The kids would be going out smoking pot and doing all kinds of drinking beer when the parents were gone. And that's the kind of community it was. Somewhere along the way, I don't know if it was because parents wanted to strive for more money because they didn't want their kids to end up like when they were small and they didn't have so much. But along the way, they lost that intimacy with the children, with family and community.
That's right.
And I think sometimes, what is it you're looking for? Are you looking for a lot of bucks to get along and be out there? Or are you looking to form your community and be strong in that way? Form your family and be strong. Isn't that more important? You could lose everything else, but you still got your family close to you. Still got community close.
That's right.
I hope I'm not rambling on here, but I mean, there's just it's just so important, I think, to have that community. We need to help one another. You say, well, how can you do that? Well, you can find somebody that knows. Let's say somebody knows how to fix things, or let's say somebody knows how to till things, or plant things, or somebody that knows how to fix a car, or brakes, or whatever it is they need. And you come together and you help each other out.
That's right.
I think it's really important, brothers, to understand that we need one another as a community.
That's right.
And if we think we can do it alone, we're dead wrong.
That's right. I think, brother, we're in a time, brothers and sisters, is we just don't know what's going to happen. And for example, you'd be in a place of a major catastrophe. What are you going to do? I mean, can you trust your church to help you out? Does your church have a plan where they're going to meet and we're going to try to help each other out? I think we're in a situation of that where people are just pretty much into themselves and they don't have a plan. Yeah, I mean the gospel. We're called to go out there to preach the gospel and so forth, but then there's something that Scripture I think we miss. We missed the community, but I think we missed it. And I think in the book of Acts, it says that there was no need because everybody helped each other.
Wow.
They helped each other. They put in all their money together and they helped the poor.
Wow.
There was no need. There was no need because everybody helped each other. Everybody was gifted in certain things. And they would help each other. And it's sad, brother, is that there's other religions that catch up on that. And they're doing that. But yet in the church, they're not. They're more into like, this guy's ministry, this guy's ministry, helping this guy. Well, is your church? You gotta look. Is your church, your pastor, is he gonna abandon ship when things bad happen, or is he gonna stick around and help? I think like of Star Trek. I think of like Captain Kirk. He says that I am committed. When the ship goes down, I'm going to stay with the ship. Even if the ship goes down, I'm staying with the ship. And you know what? That's a good captain. You gotta really look at where you are. Are you in a situation of a church or body of Christ where things bad happen? Are they going to come and help you out? Do you know your pastor? Do you know what's happening? I think that's the problem.
I think what's important too is that we've both been to a lot of churches, both you and I, and we've seen a lot. We've seen that. I was telling my brother earlier ago. Sometimes it's probably best just to go to a church, not learn about the politics. and just go and enjoy yourself and worship the Lord and learn what you can, but not to be so involved, because once you get involved and you learn about the politics, it taints everything about the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm not saying you shouldn't be in a church. You should be in some kind of church, but go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And sometimes that happens in churches, good churches. They just tolerate you when they should be celebrating you. They need to understand that. Because when they don't, then they lose their numbers. Then God says, you know what, I need to find a church where this is not going to happen.
That's right. That's right.
I guess that's all we have for today, huh, bro? So we bless you. We bless you.